Princess Karraminah. Clarice Bolkiah, also known as Princess KC del Rosario, is a unique and fascinating figure in Brunei's royal family. Born in 1993, she is the daughter of Prince Jeffrey Bolkiah, the younger brother of Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah, one of the wealthiest monarchs in the world. Her cousin is the popular Prince Abdul Mateen, while his wife Anisha is her best friend. Princess KC grew up in extraordinary luxury, but her life has been far from conventional. Her father, Prince Jeffrey, was known for his extravagant lifestyle and playboy reputation. He married her mother, Filipino model Evangeline del Rosario, as his third wife. After converting to Islam and adopting the name Fatima binti Abdullah, Evangeline had 4 children with Jeffrey, including Princess KC. During her childhood, Princess KC lived in a magnificent palace filled with rare artwork from masters like Picasso and Salvador Dali. However, while she was surrounded by opulence, she often lacked her father's attention as he traveled frequently. Prince Jeffrey fathered 19 children with 6 wives, 4 of whom he later divorced. As Brunei's former finance minister, Prince Jeffrey lived lavishly, owning thousands of luxury cars, yachts, and mansions worldwide. However, his extravagant spending eventually led to a major scandal. He was accused of embezzling $15 billion from Brunei's treasury and faced lawsuits and demands to repay the state. This forced him to auction off much of his fortune, including his rare art, cars, and properties, and he was eventually exiled. Despite the turmoil, Princess KC pursued her passions. She developed a love for art as a child and later studied at the Raffles Institute of Design in Singapore before attending Central St. Martin's in London, one of the world's leading design and fashion schools. Though part of a royal family, Princess KC's life has been marked by contrast between immense privilege and public scandals. Her bold, unconventional style, including her revealing outfits and tattoos, challenges traditional expectations in her Muslim country, yet she remains one of the most intriguing members of Brunei's royal lineage. After 10 years of legal battles, Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah forgave his brother Prince Jeffrey, allowing him to return to Brunei. His family, including his many wives and children, regained their royal status and could attend official events. However, Prince Jeffrey's children with his Filipino wife, Fatima binti Abdullah, chose not to settle in Brunei. Instead, they made their home in Manila, the capital of the Philippines, with their mother. Every few months, Princess KC del Rosario and her siblings visit Brunei to reconnect with their father and royal cousins. Despite this, KC spends much of her time with her best friend, Anisha, the wife of her cousin, Prince Abdul Mateen. Together, they are regulars at Paris fashion shows, social events in Brunei, and polo matches, especially when their loved ones are playing. Life in the Philippines offers a stark contrast to Brunei's strict culture, giving KC and her siblings the freedom to express themselves fully. In Brunei, where strict Sharia law limits personal expression, it would have been nearly impossible for them to explore their creative talents. Princess KC has become a prominent figure in Filipino media and fashion. As a model and socialite, she was the face of J-Cat Beauty, a London-based cosmetics brand. Her glamorous lifestyle, romantic links to Filipino actors like Matteo Guidicelli and Jake Ejercito, and her love for luxury brands like Versace, Chanel, and Dior make her a standout personality. Her Instagram, followed by over 170,000 people, resembles a high-fashion magazine. KC is unapologetically herself, showcasing tattoos, smoking, drinking, and wearing daring outfits. Her lifestyle contrasts sharply with the conservative expectations of Brunei's royal family, where Sharia law enforces modest dress codes. Why does Sultan Bolkiah allow her to act this way? The answer lies in his absolute power. As the self-proclaimed infallible ruler of Brunei, he has rewritten the country's constitution, ensuring that his decisions and his family remain above criticism. In Brunei, challenging the Sultan or his family could result in imprisonment. This unchallenged authority allows Princess KC to live her life on her own terms, combining her royal heritage with a bold, modern identity that captivates the public. In Brunei, Princess KC appears at royal events in elegant designer clothing, adopting a modest style that conceals her tattoos. This understated approach shields her from judgment in a country where public criticism of the royal family can have serious consequences, including imprisonment. The public remembers similar controversies surrounding the late Prince Azim, Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah's son. Prince Azim spent much of his life in the United States, where he hosted extravagant parties filled with alcohol and later openly acknowledged his non-traditional orientation. This occurred even as Brunei introduced harsher penalties for same-sex relationships under Sharia law. Yet, no one dared to criticize the Sultan's son, illustrating the protective power of royal privilege. For Princess KC, the criticism is limited to the internet. On platforms like social network X, users have shared photos of Brunei's royal children living their modern, opulent lifestyles. One viral post received over 15 million views, igniting debates about the apparent disconnect between the royal family's behavior and Brunei's strict adherence to Sharia law. Some commenters expressed confusion, with one writing, "I thought Brunei was the most Islamic country. How can the people accept Sharia law imposed on them while the royal family behaves like this?" Others defended the royal children, pointing out that they live abroad and are less influenced by Brunei's religious constraints. Princess KC's sister, Samantha, also challenges Islamic traditions. A popular Filipino actress and star of the TV series Almost Paradise, Samantha openly embraces tattoos, calling them an addiction. She has a son with a Filipino soccer player she has dated for years, though they have never married, a notable violation of Islamic norms. These examples highlight a stark contrast between Brunei's strict societal expectations and the royal family's more liberal, westernized lifestyle. While the Sultan's power shields his family from repercussions, it fuels online debates about privilege and double standards in one of the world's most devoutly Islamic nations. Princess KC's brother, Prince Badi, is just as unconventional as his siblings. He leads a horror rock band known for aggressive and psychedelic music, a stark contrast to Brunei's traditional culture. His heavily tattooed body has become part of his artistic identity, leaving only his face untouched, though many speculate it might not remain that way. Their mother, Evangeline, the former wife of Prince Jeffrey, never remarried. Instead, she focused her energy on raising her children. When they reached adulthood, she pursued her own ambitions by establishing a media company in Los Angeles. Evangeline has produced several films, including some in her native Philippines, showcasing her passion for storytelling and creativity. Princess KC seems to have inherited her mother's artistic inclination and dreams of venturing into filmmaking. She has expressed an interest in following in her mother's footsteps by creating movies and producing impactful stories. Beyond her personal ambitions, Casey plans to establish a charitable foundation to support those affected by the Philippines' frequent typhoons, highlighting her desire to give back to her community. Despite her glamorous Instagram persona, Casey claims it only reflects a small fraction, just 3%, of her life. According to her, she is actually an introvert who enjoys spending quiet time at home. This duality, of being both a bold modern princess and a reserved, introspective individual, adds depth to her personality. What do you think of Princess KC? Is she a trailblazer who blends tradition with modernity, or is she a symbol of excess, pushing boundaries too far for a Muslim royal? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more stories about fascinating personalities. See you in the next video.